Good morning. It is Saturday, September 4th, and you know what that means. We're going to do a quick review of this garden, then we're going to go to you and see what's going on in your garden. Do a quick review of our container garden. Now we've got quite a few peppers in containers in anticipation of bringing them in over the winter. If you remember the basil that I planted in the greenhouse, we just slowly transferred them into other containers, and now it looks like a nursery. You can do this too. It's pretty simple. And we've got quite a bit of lettuce started in containers ready to go out into the cold frame as soon as we get that set up. We're still a little ways away from picking our fall purple potatoes. Say that 3 times fast. Now I went ahead and planted one of the super hots in the garden. It's doing really well. Now, the peppers that we overwintered are doing really well. Our volunteer turmeric is doing really well in this heat. The basil and the carrots are still doing fine in the bale. Now these bales have been overrun by the sweet potatoes. We'll see what we get when we go to harvest.
Now the main thing we were going to look at every week was the sweet potatoes. Now once again we had the very first one that we took off of that giant sweet potato. Second one in the middle there someplace. Third one off over there a little bit.
Remember, all the leaves came off that third one. You couldn't tell now. Then we had a couple 3 that we planted here that we started in the containers. And they rooted there. We've got them going. And then your guess is as good as mine. Now, if you also remember, we put a slip in right here next to where the cantaloupe were. Didn't know if my wife would notice. I think everybody can notice this patch. Look how much that's spread out. To keep this path clear, we've been clipping both sides of this back every day. The cucumbers are just about done for the year. It's been pretty hot and pretty dry the last couple weeks. Tomatoes on the trellis are still doing fine. The beans are doing really well. While I check out the okra, let's go to your garden and see what's going on there. Art's first Crenshaw melon looks delicious. And Larry's pepper harvest is still coming in by the bucketful. Thanks guys for your updates. These are tremendous. Now if you want to become part of this community, just email me at waylandsmalley5@gmail.com. The address is in the description box below. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more. Russell tried our deep mulch method on Teresa's tomatoes this year. They didn't water them all summer long. Wow, easiest tomatoes they've ever grown. Thank you for your testimony, and this is awesome. Adam caught a visitor sharing some of his tomatoes. Looks like the tortoise wins again. If you'd hit the like button, it would help me continue to bring content just like this to you. Let's look at a couple more. Leon pruned his 10-year-old fig down to the ground this spring. Now it's just loaded. He's also estimating somewhere around 125 pints of grape jelly from his vast variety of heirloom grapevines. Looking good, Leon, as always. Thank you. Valerie's late summer Texas planting, picking, preserving is going strong. She also found a bug vacuum to deal with those garden pests. Great idea. This is not a paid advertisement, but if you leave a comment down below, I'm sure Valerie would be glad to tell you where she got it.
Leave a comment down below and let everybody know you appreciate what they're sharing in their gardens. Wow, look at this. First time I've ever grown a gourd. Let's take a look at a couple more.
Denise is transforming some of her containers and getting ready for some of the fall selections. Denise, this community sure is glad that you were willing to share your journey this year. Your story has been inspirational to many. Thank you. We look forward to seeing the rest of the year. Jeremy's raised beds is still producing a good amount of peppers and okra. His sweet potato is just kicking in. Jeremy, we look forward to seeing what you get there. Thank you.
I need to come out here and prune this Thai basil back. It'd be about 3 times this size. It's still pretty good size. Well, it looks like I have a little pruning to do on this Thai basil. Sweet basil's doing pretty well. Once in a while, the fruit gets so heavy that it goes ahead and splits. I'm gonna have to come out here and take care of that. But we're still getting nice tomatoes all the way up. So you just keep working at it a little bit every day. You can do this too. Even though summer seems to be winding down, we're just getting ready for our next phase, fall garden. Just do a little pre-planting, think about a cold frame, and you can take this well into the winter. You can do this too. Let's go ahead and look at a couple more.
Walter's cucumbers are done for the summer, but with the help of a feathered friend eating the worms, his tomatoes are still thriving. Walter, is that a banana in Oklahoma? Very nice. Thank you for the update. And Scott's lotus still speaks for itself, even as it is winding down, just as the summer is coming to a close. Thank you, Scott, and keep them coming as long as they're blooming. These are terrific.
I really want to thank you for stopping by the garden and celebrating our story, because it is our story. This is a community of gardeners that like to get our hands dirty. You know, I found a way that you could garden without having to weed much, and I thought that'd be pretty cool. I thought some folks might be interested in it. I'm going to tell you, I've been so inspired by everybody that's joined us. And I invite you to come along for the ride
And if you want to become part of this community, you're welcome. So remember, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.